Green Zone, it's Max, and we're back, and somebody does not learn their lesson very well. And everything is my fault. Everything is Max Bauer's fault. Does Denlinger have anything to say about the doctrine that I teach? No. Does he have anything to say about anything other than I'm a bad man and goes 10 years into my past, 15 years into my past? No. Bryan, have you been on your web page that you created that actually you didn't create? A guy named Adam in Australia created for you and is moderating it for you because you're just too busy wandering around in the forest with your wife and kid to even take notice of anybody on your web page. What are you doing? What are you doing? You know, I've been leaving you alone. I ain't bothered to watch this stuff. You know how I found this? People got little birdies. Little birdies telling me, Bryan, and you're not going to get away from my little birdies, all right? You're not. I don't care what you do. How many Australians you got out there picking through your comments on your webpage and all that? I don't care. I'm going to find out about it. And now you're really in trouble because now you're doxing again. Again! And you blaming me. You are blaming me. The guy who got doxed. And I'm not the only one. Dude, you didn't just get kicked off because of me. I didn't do anything to you. I didn't report you to Patreon. I didn't do nothing. I reported it to YouTube. And YouTube did not take it down. And YouTube did not kick you off like they should have. Other people reported you to Patreon. I reported the one where you doxed a guy. You put his PayPal information up there. I got you on that one. But you're the saint, and you're the savior, and you're on your 100 acres or whatever you're doing, and you have Adam running your website that apparently you haven't even posted on in 3 weeks. It's your site. But you're the savior. You're the Messiah. Let's see what the Messiah has to say.
But man, struggle. Why? Well, because I want the power of Christ in my life. And if I want the power of Christ, then I have to be weak.
Why?
You want the power of Christ in your life, you're going to have to let people kick you around.
Why? Where is that in the
You know,
Bible?
a bunch of loose.
Where is that in the Bible? Who did David let kick him around? It's a lie. It's a lie.
Luciferians come in, destroyed my Patreon page.
Luciferians came in to destroy his Patreon page. Do you hear this idiot here? Luciferians came in and destroyed his Patreon page. What? Anyone who is involved in his Patreon, I want you to know right now, you're a Luciferian. You must be. Bryan said so. It's ridiculous. The Jesuits did it. It's the Jesuits. Bryan, it wasn't the fact that you doxed several people on your Patreon page. It has nothing to do with that. And that is a gross misdemeanor or felony in California, where all of these businesses are located. PayPal, Patreon, and YouTube are all located in California. They have very strict doxing laws. And you're going to blame the person that you doxed. It's like the rapist saying his defense is the fact that, well, you know, the woman was dressed too sexy. That's Bryan's defense. That's his defense. She was dressed too sexy. So, you know, I just had to rape her. That's his defense. What a pastor. What a pastor. What a cult leader.
I mean, they could have said, hey, Patreon could have come along and said, you know what, yeah, you shared some guy's email address and this little loser, and you know, yeah, don't do that, okay? We're asking you to remove. No, just bam. Whole channel's gone, or whatever.
Yeah, because it's against the law, Bryan. Do you understand laws? Do you understand that? Yes, your channel is gone. You broke the terms of service. It's kind of like if you use Patreon to run a scam to just milk money off of people and you don't actually provide anything and you just get their personal data just so you can use their credit cards to go out and go buy stuff and just scam people. It's kind of against the law. You're supposed to be a pastor. You're supposed to be above that. And what are you? You're a dirt bag, man. You're a dirt bag. You're a dirt bag. And I've left you alone, man. I've left you alone on all your garbage that you friggin' do. I don't have time for it. I poke fun at you a little bit here and there. But what the heck are you doing? I mean, have you not learned anything? This is a guy with a head that's a rock. It's a rock. There is absolutely nothing going in that head at all. And he doesn't understand it. He doesn't understand it. And again, he's out after me. Dude, you could have just said Max Bauer. You could have just said Max Bauer. Why do you have to dox me? Why? What in God's name did you think when you were doing this video? Why did you do that? There is no logical reason for you to do something like that after the trouble that you've been in. That's it, man. I'm not leaving you alone anymore. I'm not. And I'm sure you're going to like it because you'll get your subscribers back, the 150 you lost when they found out you were a scam artist last week. Whatever. Whatever. I'm sure they're really going to love your racist interracial marriage crap that you have going. I'm sure. When I report all of those videos that you have, like 20 of them to YouTube, I'm sure they're really going to love that. What I have to say. And I'll tell you, Bryan, you are not safe in your little comfort zone on your little internet page at all. Because have the same people watching both of us. And people are going to let me know what's going on. And I haven't been bothering to watch your stuff at all. And I get a thing with the clip where you're doxing me again after you've already been kicked off of Patreon. What is your malfunction? Why don't you use my internet name? Why don't you say Max Bauer? I wouldn't have any problem. At all. Instead, you want to dox me. That's very, very serious, dude. Very serious. But as a guy who doesn't work at all, you don't care about what people think of you. You don't care. In this thing called business, maybe people don't want to listen to your horse shit. All right? Maybe they don't. Maybe they won't do business with you because of the things that you say. Maybe they're not Christian. But it really doesn't matter if you're just trying to cut their tree down. But you're not going to get the job with all the stuff that you're talking about. Okay? That's the reason for a pseudonym. It's nothing super special, but it ticks me right off. All right? And with that, all I have to say is, why would somebody wear a belt and suspenders both? Are your pants really that loose? It's a costume. It's a costume that he wears. A belt and suspenders. What for? And he's got a rock head. Rock head. And that's it. I'm ticked. And with that, we're going to be out of here. Yep, definitely going to be out of here.